All right, y'all, back again with another video. Today we're taking a look at the details of the brand new CB1000 Hornet. Now, Ali is a proud owner of the CB1000R. Was not really happy when they told us last year that that model essentially won't be coming back. But now that I'm looking at the new CB1000 Hornet, looking at some of the specs, price, I'm not hating it. So we're gonna jump into the details. Of course, if you're new to the channel, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Let's go. Alright, so like I said in the intro, in my last video about the new CB1000 Hornet, I really did not like the new design, the new look. But now that I'm looking at what it is going to be, the different versions, the different color options, I'm actually not upset. I think I'm starting to like it. So let's go ahead and jump into some of the details. So as far as the model itself, there's going to be two different versions. There's going to be the normal CB1000 Hornet, and we're also going to have the Hornet SP, which is going to give you a couple of upgrades. And we'll jump into the differences as well as the price here in a little bit. As far as some of the specifications, of course, this is going to have a 1000cc engine, 212 kilograms. That's the curb weight. That's approximately 467 pounds, which is still a little bit heavy, but not too crazy. Maximum power is going to be 116 kilowatts, 107 Newton meters. As far as the specifications and pricing, let's jump into the base Hornets first. We're looking at price of 8,999 pounds. Now, conversion, US dollars, that's about 11,675. So this is the base model or the normal model. Three finishes there. We're going to have the matte iridium gray metallic, which we're looking at pretty decent color. We also have white, and we're also going to have a red color. So at least for this year, we have a couple of color options to play with. Now the SP model is going to be $9,999, which is roughly 12,972 US dollars. As far as the color options, we only have one black finish here, which looks pretty good, but it's not just a regular black. It is a ballistic black, and it has the gold trim, which I think looks really good on this. Seat height, instruments is going to be the same. We'll take a look at the instrument panel here in a little bit. Engine, a little bit of a difference here. So bore and stroke, same there. Compression is going to be the same, but it looks like it is tuned a little bit different. So the max power on the regular model is 111.6 kilowatts at 11,000 RPM, while on the SP model is 115 kilowatts at 11,000 RPM. Max torque on the base model is 104 Newton meters at 9,000 RPMs, and the max torque on the SP model is going to be 107 Newton meters at 9,000 RPM. As far as the wheels, the base model is going to have radial mounted front piston Nissan brake calipers, 310 millimeters floating disc, while the SP model is going to have radial mounted 4-piston Brembo brake, 310 millimeter floating disc brakes. So we are going to see an upgrade right there in the brakes. We went from Nissan to Brembo. So as far as the dimensions and weight, everything's going to be identical except for the curb weight, which it seems like the SP model is 1 kilogram more than the curb model, so 211 kilograms versus 212. So quick shifter is going to be optional on the base model, while on the SP model it is going to be included. Instruments and electronics going to be the same, as well as the feature. So we're going to have a couple different riding modes. We're going to have standard, rain, sport, and we also have 2 user modes. So as far as the look of the new Hornet, like I said, first I got used to the sports neo cafe look that Honda had with the CB1000R. Looking at the Hornet, I thought I would hate it a lot more than I do. I'm still not a big fan of the Street Fighter look, but some of the angles really look nice on this bike, and I don't think I'm going to be able to really appreciate it until I actually see it in person. Just looking over just the stock pictures, look like it comes with a radiator guard, which is a lot more than the CB1000R current version at least. Headlights, of course, that's going to be changed. Wider tank up top and a narrow bottom. Single-sided swing arm is going to be gone on both models. I think that's a adjustment, maybe just to lower the price a little bit. But besides that, I think it's a solid bike. Of course, we know that the exhaust is going to have to go. That's probably going to be the first thing get changed out when this bike's purchased. Like I said, it's starting to grow on me, so I would like to see this in person. Hopefully sign up for a test ride, because I really want to see what it feels like. Seating position is going to be important. I think you can't really appreciate a bike until you actually ride it, sit on it, and hopefully they're doing demos where I can go ahead and get some seating time. But let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Are you like me where you love the Neo Sports Cafe look, where this is not appealing to you, or are you coming over to the dark side, where not as bad as I thought it was going to be. So I'll give it a second look, but definitely want to hear your thoughts in the comments. A little bit cheaper than the previous year, so we'll kind of see that. Not much cheaper, but at least we do have the base version if you don't want the SP model, where it comes in just a little bit over 11,000. So that's it for this video. Drop your thoughts in the comments.